So in this instance here, you go into the admin console, which is here. So this is the administration console. I'll go into the details later on. So every sub-admin has a console, and they'll have all of what's going on. So as I said to you, there is a new user that has registered on the system. So for example, they will look at companies, right? Companies list, inactive. So you'll see here there's an inactive. You can see all of them. So for example, active companies on the list, or inactive customers. And we can see here there's the George Payne that we added in earlier on. Again, like this will be all geolocated, so this is just to give you an idea. You can see the location. So we're just going to add that to the location. So this will be the address of the actual pub. So that'll be in the section. And you'll see here we can activate that. Now it's not going to let once it's activated. So what we'll do there is what a super admin does at that stage is he makes sure that the pub is in accordance that everything. So no location added, right? So it needs to add a location. So we've okayed it, and there'll be certain things that you have to get done to qualify to be on the list. So as I said, this is the stuff that we're modifying and tweaking at the moment. So this is just a demo model of the system. So that's it. We've okayed him. So if we go back out to this section here, so if we can remember, the email was alex@tabla.com. Password. See if it remembers it. Does it remember it? Yeah. Okay. So now I'm in here. So I'm the George Payne. And this is their section. So this is the merchant section in here. So you can see the logo has been added up here. So these are the kind of things that we'll make sure that everything is advised to them. So we might even have the logos pre-made for them to make sure at the start, so that everything is quality orientated. So in this section for the merchant, you have, for example, training videos. So what is Tabla, how it works. You'll also have sections that teach you about or give you files that, like, we'll have like templates for other products, and they simply choose them from here. So this is all what we're developing at the moment, is all the content end of it. So the structure is already done, we're just developing all the stuff around it. Then you have integration, obviously, with your Facebook page. If they don't have a Facebook page, they can create one here, but again, we're focusing on people who already have it. Then we have messages. These are messages, internal messages within the system. Now this is interesting here. So as I said, we are growing based on pubs, progressive pubs. So you might have a progressive pub who hears about it from somebody else, and they're in a city that's not in the system. That allows them to actually choose a new city to say, look, can you add this city to our system, please? This is where we're based, blah blah blah, and it gets on with it. So that's request to add a city. A charity, they can add a charity that they want to be responsible for. So our system can allow the merchant to add a percentage from his share into a charity for any particular deal. Reports, for example, there are tax reports which are important. Obviously there's no deals in the system, but basically everything here is reported on. The system reports back on everything that happens, including how much money he's owed, and maybe the referrals as well. There's also a tax report, which is really important because around the world there are all different types of taxes, sales taxes. Now the great thing about Tabla is that we are a voucher based, tab orientated. It's like a voucher that we're selling, so we don't have to collect or pay taxes, sales taxes. The reason is that the tax is collected and paid for at point of purchase, and the reason is that we most of our vouchers will be spent across various different sales tax types. So, for example, some might spend it on food, some might spend it on drink, and because of that, the proper calculation of the VAT amount or the sales tax can be done to the final bill. So that's a really handy thing. Transaction history, every single deal that's ever been on the system. Again, I'll be able to show this with much more content. I haven't got around to doing that. And then, of course, there's the sorry, what am I saying? The deals of products. So you can see here, this is a brand new, and we've just created a brand new one. So if we go to deals of products, there won't be anything there at all. If he wants to add a new product, it's a step-by-step process covering all of the angles. So he just puts in the name. If there's a sub deal involved, we'll have certain deals that it's a very simple system to add, and so he just adds. I'm going to show you a different system, but basically they just add the deal on. And the great thing about this is that we will have the deals already set up, so all they have to do is choose how many of them they want and the picture they want to use. They can use a default picture, or they can use a picture that they want themselves. So all of it is within the system. It's a bit like Eventbrite. At the moment, not as fluid as Eventbrite, but it's that kind of ease of use, and that will improve over time. So in here you've also all the different reviews, ratings, options, attributes. Just look at that. So it allows you to create different. It's basically covering everything about the whole process. There's the logo, PayPal account. Again, we use a credit card, PayPal, or also a wallet as well. I'll show you that in the admin section. So effectively now he can create his first deal. I'm not going to do it because it takes too bloody long. It takes I haven't prepared for it. I just wanted to show you the internal system here. As I said, this is the model. This is the demo model. So what I'm doing at the moment, I'm just tweaking all of this and making it suit our product perfectly for launch in August. And then we're developing phase 2 and phase 3 during September, October, November, in time for release for Christmas. Well, not so much Christmas, but certainly for the Six Nations is the time that we're really aiming at, to have it all bells and whistles and really rocking and rolling. Okay, so that's enough for now.